Okay, in this video I am going to show you guys how to use the scheduling tool. I wish I would have learned to do this sooner. I think it's going to save me a lot of time, and I'm now using it for my wedding phone consults and just my normal sessions. So I'm going to show you how to set these up. So when you're in honeybook, you're just going to come up to the tools and select the scheduling section, and then this is going to pop up and you're going to select new session type. From this screen, you're going to select what type of session you want it to be. So let's do like a phone call for the first one. So I like to do phone consults with all of my couples as soon as they inquire with me. And so that's what this one's going to be. So you select the phone call and then just title it. And then I always just select me to make the call, and then just select your time zone, and then the duration. I put 20 minutes because my consults normally take around 15 minutes or so. And then I just have it that it can be scheduled indefinitely, and then you can select a color. The instructions is just information that you can give to the couple just so they know what it's going to be about. Just something short and sweet, and you can just add whatever you want there. I like to send reminders to the couple a day before and like an hour before the session. So you can just select these, and I always like to send them to myself just so I don't forget either. But you can change it to minutes, hours, days, or weeks. The next thing you're going to do is just select your availability. So on your availability, you can go in, and for phone consults, I'm usually pretty open and can do them any day of the week except Fridays and Saturdays, just because I'm normally booked with weddings. So I'm going to leave this selected, apply to all Fridays, and then just click remove availability and hit save. And this will take off your availability for every Friday until you change it. If you decide you want a different time frame that you're open for these phone calls, you can come in here and select different times, and then just hit save and it will update it. If you just want to remove this one Tuesday, you're just going to unselect this and then just hit remove availability and hit save, and it just takes off that one date right there. So that's pretty simple, but it is time consuming for if you're scheduling just like normal sessions, then you have to go in and update your schedule from the beginning, and then once people book from this link, it will keep track of it for you. So the next section is the buffers. So set an amount of time to block before and after the client schedules. So I like to set a 10-minute buffer for before and after. And then minimum notice, it just kind of depends on what you want. I think I have put on mine to be 4 hours, just so that if you're busy doing something, they can't just immediately schedule something with you. And then custom increments, I have mine set to 30 minutes because my consults are 20 minutes long. And then if you have team members, you can select this and give options for them to create like a phone consult with one of your team members as well. Next, you're going to click on confirmation, and then you're just going to be type in here, thank you for scheduling a phone consult with me. Please view the details of this session below. And then it basically gives them all the details up here. So the session name, and it will just be wedding phone consult. The date, time, location, there's not going to be anything because it's on the phone. And then the instructions are this section right here. So it's pretty simple to set up. Down here for the phone consults, you can send an email confirmation after they have booked. You can allow them to reschedule the phone call, and then I unselect this because I don't want them to cancel the phone call with me. I want them to be able to do a phone consult with me even if they have to reschedule. And then all you have to do is hit save and finish, and now that form is completely done. All you have to do from this point is copy the link, and you can put it into that email that you send to your clients. Now that we're done with that, I'm going to show you how to do a normal photo session. So I'm going to just pull mine up that I already have made and just show you the differences. So the first section right here, you're just going to put in person, and I just title mine photo session. And then from there, the location I still leave blank because my client still hasn't chosen their location. And I have a location guide that I sent to all my clients. Select your time zone. The duration, I just put an hour. All of my engagement sessions are about an hour, and my formal sessions are like 1 to 2 hours. And I just have in the instructions down here how it's going to work. So like after they schedule their sessions, they're going to go look at my location guide, and then they will let me know what location they want, and then from there I will tell them what the start time is. And the reason why I have this at 1 hour is just because I want to only book one session a day and not have more unless I go in and manually do it for like mini sessions. So from there, you just select your color, type in whatever you want the instruction to be, and then I have them get an email a day before the session just to remind them. And then I go to my availability, and I always take Friday through Sundays off, Friday, Saturdays for weddings, and then Sundays I don't like to work. And then you're going to have to go through, update your calendar to what days that you already have off. So let me just kind of show you here. So like in March, like I'm pretty booked, or not March, May. So most of my dates, weekdays in May are already booked up. And I know that's going to be a really busy month for me. But once a client goes in and takes like this slot, no one else can take it. It just takes it off and it will be blank and just shows I'm unavailable. And so how I do that, so for the buffers, you can come down and select that to be if you want a buffer before or after their session, but I leave that off because I only want to book one session a day. The minimum notice, I say 2 days before a session because I don't want someone to book me and be like, oh, we're doing the session tomorrow. I need some time to make sure that I can find like a babysitter for my kids and stuff. Down in the custom increments, I just leave that turned off, and then team members, I have the option to book with other people just because I do have associates that shoot for me as well. Up here in the availability, let me go back to that. So I only have it in 1 hour increments just so people can only book one time slot and not more than that. So I have went through and just put 7 to 8, and I put in, I have another thing in this confirmation, but I only have the time selected from 7 to 8, even though their session's not going to happen there. It's just them selecting the date to be put aside for them. And so I just tell them up here that it's going to be 1 to 2 hours before sunset, depending on the location that they choose. So after that, they're going to come down to the confirmation page, and then I just put, thank you for scheduling your session. We are excited and cannot wait to work with you. Please review the details of the session below. And it gives them all the information that they need. And then I have it send them a confirmation email, and then I do not allow them to reschedule or to cancel. So if they need to reschedule, they need to message me personally, and then I will go on and change it myself, because I already have like people set up for babysitting and other different things. So if they want to reschedule, it needs to go through me and not just through the computer. After that, I'm just going to go through and hit save and finish. And once that's done, I'm going to show you what it looks like from the client's end. So you're going to come over and you can just hit preview. And then it's going to pull this screen up. And so it kind of shows you what my availability is. So it's really nice. So it's all these with the X's through them, it's blocked off. I'm not available. And since I made my availability only 7 to 8, 1 hour, there's only one time slot for the day. So let's say that somebody wanted to book me for, let's say February 1st. So they can click on that and click 7 o'clock. They're going to hit continue. They're going to type in their information. And then phone number. And then they can do comments if they want. And then they're going to hit continue. And then you have to fill this part out, which is kind of annoying, but it's okay. And this is the last thing that will pull up. So and it notified me on my phone right now. So it's really nice because it will notify you immediately when somebody books something with you. So it just tells them, thank you for scheduling your session, everything. that they need to know is up here, and then it automatically will enter it into your calendar. So let me come back over to my calendar, and right here popped up right there. So it's really nice. You can go in. So if you just have this set up for engagements and formal, so let's say, oh, this is for the engagements, so I'll just go in and change it. And then if they use that same link to go in and book their formal session, I'll just go in and title them so I know which session that I'm doing with them. So it's really simple and easy. I hope this helps you. But as far as I've been able to tell, you can't, like I had one session type for engagements, one formals, but it wasn't keeping track of my schedule the way I wanted it to. So for right now, I'm just doing the one photo session, and then they can book from there, and I'll just go in and retitle what session that we're doing. So I hope this helped, and if you need help with it or any questions, just let me know.